Good morning, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading with Molly the Starkid at Starkidignited. This is being recorded before the 28th of October eclipse, so it's going to apply for the next 30 days anytime that you're attracted to watch this reading from the title. This is part 1. Part 2 is on Patreon. All the details are below. It's 10 USD a month. I'd love to have you over there. We do spreads on love, money, and career. And the video with the most likes for this month, I'm going to do a special bonus reading on YouTube for that sign. So if you want that bonus reading, like the video, share it around with other Scorpios, and we'll see who gets that by November. But Scorpio, let's get into your reading and see what your higher self, what spirit want to bring through, the messages that are in your highest and best, assisting you to live a empowered and an empowered life. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Okay. Angels of love, light, and healing, source of my highest self, assist me in connecting with Scorpio's energy. What do you want to talk to Scorpio about? Okay. So Scorpio, we get the card of motherhood. So if you're a mother, then motherhood might be especially on your mind at this time. This card talks about protection, inner child, and nurture. So whether you're a mother or not, it's about embracing those motherly qualities for yourself, or even for other people that you truly love and that you support and that support you. But it feels like a very nurturing energy is surrounding you at this time. There's a lot of protection for you, spiritual protection, and also potentially a need to protect yourself at this time to really come closer and come into closer communication with your inner child. So really tapping into that inner wisdom, that younger version of yourself, and asking of them what they need from you now. Recognizing, sometimes it's good to look at a photo of us when we were younger and tap into that that energy, that part of ourselves that is still, a child at heart, and to really connect to, who were they? What did they want? What kind of ways would they seek to be nurtured? Were their needs met when they were younger? And are any of those old patterns resurfacing for us now? Is there anything that we can do as our adult selves that would allow that inner child part of us to feel nurtured, to feel safe and protected? Sometimes it can even be incorporating an element of play into your life. So doing something that your younger self always wanted to do but wasn't able to do. Kind of re-gifting yourself that love and that adoration, to say that you are so worthy and so valuable, and I can give that younger part of myself that still exists within me love and appreciation, and give it the time to really go after what it truly wants. For example, there's oftentimes dreams that we have as children that we really want to fulfill, or things that we want to do, but then, maybe our parents don't have time, or maybe we just get so caught up in school and other things that are our responsibilities when we're younger, that those things fall to the wayside. And sometimes with an inner child coming out in a reading, it's trying to show you that there's something back there that needs your attention, or there's something that you could gift yourself now that's going to bring a wealth of joy and happiness into your life. It also can just show that you're in a period where you really need to nurture yourself, Scorpio. To pull back your energy from overly nurturing others and really invest that energy into yourself, to really make yourself feel nurtured, comforted, safe, doing things that make you feel really looked after and tapped into yourself. So whether that's doing some kind of self-care ritual, doing journaling, speaking to a close friend who's just going to listen and allow you to get out some things that you need to get out to feel nourished and nurtured for who you are. Maybe going to get a massage, maybe investing in a creative pursuit, something that just fills your cup and allows your emotions to flow freely, and for you to feel like you are safe and protected in expressing yourself. So that is the energy for the next 30 days. So very interesting, Scorpio. Let's have a look at how you're feeling about it. Okay, we get the card Tides with cycles, and this is all about the cycles of the moon. So if you don't know what cycle of the moon your moon is in your natal chart, have a look at that so you can figure it out by counting the degrees from your sun to your moon, whether it's in front of the sun or coming like behind the sun. So whether it's so for example, if your moon is 46 degrees away from the sun, then it would be a crescent moon, or it's in that new moon cycle. So have a look at that, because that might give you more information about what you need to feel nurtured, what your emotions are telling you. With the cycles card coming out in reverse, though, you might feel a bit doubtful that you are in doubtful in trusting the cycle that you're in. So it might feel like something's gone wrong, or something's just gone awry, or just not really knowing how you're fitting into life at this time. There might have been something that's happened that's just kind of thrown you off your energy a little bit. And this card is reminding you that, you know, there is cycles to everything. The moon is always either like waxing or waning. Is it increasing in energy or decreasing? And just to remember that, like, you can't be on 100 the whole time. Capitalism loves to drill that into us, that, like, you know, we can just go, and never stop, and then go again. And the cycles of the moon kind of remind us that there are times where we're meant to, like, give everything, and then there are times when we're meant to pull back and reflect and really understand everything that's been happening. So at the time of this reading, we're moving into a full moon, so the energies are kind of increasing. But whatever time that you're watching this reading, pay special attention to what cycle the moon is in, as it might have another message for you. And yeah, Spirit is just reminding you that, like, there are cycles to everything. Don't feel like you need a rush. Don't try to be too mean or cruel to yourself at this time. Just understand that you do need nurturing. You do need to, like, put special effort and attention into yourself, and you don't have to feel guilty for that. And then your next card is Bubbler Crab with creativity. So yeah, there's a creative energy really present for you. Emotionally, you might be really feeling pulled to create something, or to use your skills and your passions in a way that is different or creative to how you normally would. Stepping outside your comfort zone, and maybe even trying something new, like a new art form or a new creative pursuit that's going to allow you to feel a lot more centered in everything that's been going on for you, to feel a lot more nurtured and a lot more like you have your own back. Yeah, okay, so let's get into tarot and have a look at what tarot has to say for you, Scorpio. And especially if you are a mother, you might be, or pregnant, you may be, you know, just going through, like, maybe a tougher cycle of your pregnancy or of motherhood. You may be being challenged, and Spirit's just encouraging you to use your creativity to solve the problem. It's going to assist you in feeling more centered and loved, and like you know your place in the cycle of what's happening, and not feeling so doubtful of yourself. Okay, Scorpio, so your current energy, we get the Two of Swords. So it feels like you're at a crossroads. You may be needing to make a decision at this time, and you may be having trouble sensing it out with your logical mind. It feels like you just need to pick one of these options. But it feels like it's really playing on you. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. And it's likely that this is a decision that's going to come from your heart and your intuition. The more that you try to use your logical mind, the more difficulty you may have in figuring it out, because we can always justify either side of an argument with our mind. Our mind is incredible at looking for like reasons for something once we put our attention there. But your heart is always going to resonate with one option more. It's going to be able to feel into it, and your intuition is going to guide you. It's important to not choose to allow love to guide you, allow peace to guide you. So what that means is like listening to the voice in your head that sounds most loving and peaceful. Try not to react or take action on a voice of fear or doubt, because often that is not our higher self speaking. That is just like the ego mind. So yeah, there's a crossroads coming up for you, Scorpio. Okay, and also trust in your ability to guide yourself. Okay, what is challenging Scorpio right now? Okay, and we get the star, Aquarius energy. So the challenge right now, like you're trying to make that decision, and the challenge is to accept like your hopes, dreams, and wishes. What it is that you truly, truly want. What is most expansive and exciting for you? Where do you want to go in life? What are your wishes and your hopes for this, for your life, for this next chapter that you're stepping into? And that is going to assist you in making this decision. You may be, again, like, if these two options like are for you and another person or something, and I just saw 1111, it's important to put your hopes, dreams, and wishes first. Do not put the other person first. Remember, we can only be loyal to someone else when we're loyal to ourselves first. When we make a decision purely based on what they want or what they will think, it's very likely that we're going to go back on it eventually, because if it doesn't actually serve our heart, our higher purpose, then it's likely going to, you know, something will come up later down the line where we do choose ourselves, and that can obviously cause more hurt and upset than is necessary. So the challenge as well is there is like a renewed hope and faith in life. Aquarius, like the star energy, is like this higher dimensional frequency energy coming down from the stars, and this woman is sharing it out and pouring it onto the earth and into the water. So you may also be being challenged to really listen to your higher self and intuition and share that knowledge out with others as well in some way. What was the past energy that led up to this? Okay, we get the Emperor. So it feels like in the past you really had to stand on your own 2 feet. There was something that happened where you were forced to take control of your life. You were pushed into like making decisions, making a plan for yourself, having, you know, like an A, B, C, and D plan, so that if something doesn't go the way that you're envisioning, you have something to fall back on. It's a very like entrepreneurial boss energy where like there's always a solution, but we just need to be you know, focused, grounded, and making those decisions in a bold and courageous way. So that's what's led to this. But it does look like, you know, you've had to really, again, like stand on your own 2 feet and become an authority in your life. But now there is another decision that's showing up in your current energy, which this Emperor has led to. You could also be dealing with an Aries. The Emperor is a card of Aries has led you to make this decision or is influencing this decision. But I feel like this is more your energy. Like you've stepped into your power and you're like, you know, you've created a concrete foundation for yourself, and now you're needing to make a decision, and it has something to do with being challenged by your hopes, wishes, and goals, and being able to be true and authentic to yourself. Okay, and what is the upcoming energy? What's the next step for Scorpio in this spirit? Okay, we get the 8 of Swords. So this shows that you may still be feeling a little bit stressed out, mentally burnt out, worrying a lot for your next steps. But the secret with the 8 of Swords is that while she is blindfolded, and it can be like a feeling where we do feel really trapped in our circumstances, we're feeling like unsafe, ungrounded, our survival instincts might be getting ignited, but she has the ability to untie those bounds. Like if you can see, they do not look very tight. She could easily wriggle her way out of this situation and walk up to that city, that town, and find safety and refuge. But she's not going to be able to do that unless she frees herself from those bounds, and that is her decision. So it feels like your next step is you're going to be still like having to release and nurture yourself through some stressful energy, but remembering that if you feel trapped, you have the power to free yourself. Don't let anyone or anything convince you that you're stuck or you have to stay somewhere if it's not comfortable or it's not allowing you to feel safe and powerful. Okay, what is Scorpio focused on, Spirit? What are they consciously working towards? Okay, and we get the Two of Wands. So you are looking ahead to the future. You're trying to make plans for yourself. He's got the world in his hands, so it feels like you've got the world in your hands. You're trying to balance out like your anger, potentially your passion with your emotions, and to look ahead and make a plan that is going to serve you, which makes a lot of sense here. Like you have two twos, so there's a lot of like decision making happening in your energy. Okay, what's in the unconscious that Scorpio is not aware of, Spirit? What's under the surface? What's under the surface for Scorpio? Okay, cool. So under the surface, in the subconscious, I just heard you're being guided towards your joy. So Spirit has seen whatever situation that this was. They've seen how well you've handled it. They've seen that you're able to like really recognize your power in the face of hardship. And so with the Hierophant here, that is like a pope, a religious figure, someone with a lot of like wisdom and guidance. And it's someone that serves the community. They help others. They often give guidance to others. And the Sun is all about joy, innocence, you know, childlike devotion, coming back to your purpose, and something that just makes your heart feel full. So you are being guided towards choosing joy and whatever makes you feel the most lighthearted and excited for life again. Your spirit guides are with you, Scorpio. They've been with you this whole time, and they're trying to send you messages, send you signs so that you can feel more confident and more reassured in yourself. And so when you do come to this energy where you're needing to free yourself from something that has left you bound or feeling tied down or trapped coming up, that you have the confidence to do that, and you know that it is going to lead to happiness. It's going to lead to something where you're feeling lighthearted again. You're feeling like excited for life again. You feel like you have a purpose and like you know where you're going and what you're doing. Okay. What is the advice, Spirit, from Scorpio's higher self? Okay, we get the Lovers. So again, like this could definitely have to do with love if something's gone on in your love life, or with a partner or someone you're dating. But with the Lovers, like it's all about like a true soulmate. It's like that innocent version of love where like oftentimes before we've had many relationships, we just romanticize love. We fall in love with love. We're excited to show somebody all our most beautiful qualities, to really, you know, like build them up and feel like totally in love with this like person, feeling like we're being recognized and seen for who we truly are. And it's a very innocent, and like, as we can see, they're naked here. So it's like kind of that, you know, that naked purity, like here I am and this is all I am and this is all I can do. So that is your advice, like to step into that energy, as well as the Lovers can sometimes indicate a choice that we need to make to kind of be like a soulmate to ourselves. So you may be needing to really pour that love into yourself, to be your own best friend, to be your own soulmate, and make a decision from that place. Not from fear, not from doubt, as we were saying, but really to nurture yourself, nurture your desires and your needs, and make a decision from that place. And to recognize that love is surrounding you, Scorpio. Whether it is like that you're making a decision regarding a partner, or if it's even another situation, to recognize that there are a lot of people that love you, that really cherish you, and are grateful to have you in their life, and to allow that energy as well to pervade your energy and to lift you up if you are going through a time where you're feeling a bit stressed out, or like you're needing to make a lot of tough decisions. Okay, and what are the external influences outside of your control? We get Temperance. So this is a time where like the place on your journey right now, you've had to really balance out your energy. You've had to try to make a decision from your heart in a way that tempers your emotions, like having patience for this situation. It might not be something that you can immediately like decide and run with. And that could also be why you feel a little bit trapped in that upcoming energy, because you know that there's an element of patience, or having to, you know, just like bide your time or allow things to settle before you really make that final decision. But you're also just learning to really tap into like maybe even the secrets of the universe. Like she's able to pour the water almost vertically. So she's tapping into that like the magic of the universe kind of thing. So that is something that you're going through right now. Like your soul wanted to learn at this time through these circumstances how to temper your emotions and connect back to spirit, connect to your higher self, and really feel through what you're going to do and believe in the magic that surrounds you again. What are Scorpio's hopes and fears, Spirit? So with the fears, so the cards that you got are the Empress and the Knight of Swords. So it feels like your fear may be that you're going to say something you regret. You're going to jump into something too quickly, and then it might leave you feeling like questioning whether you have enough resources, abundance, whether you can attract all the things that you need. But the hope as well is that you're standing in your power. You're standing in your ability to realize that you are fertile, you're magnetic. You can pull into like there's a lot of harvest here for you to pull off. Like there is a lot of resources, money, wealth, just different elements of like beauty and things that you can access that are going to assist you in making this decision. So your hope would be that you're feeling in your feminine energy, strong and powerful, well-resourced, abundant, and that you can move towards something that you feel is right and you can say what you need to say. But there's also an element of fear there. Like, what if I'm not as abundant as I think? What if I say the wrong thing and then I regret it? But just with the Empress coming out there, I think it is showing that like you have a lot more than you realize. You know, you have a lot of skills and talents, resources, things that you can pull from, and a lot of, as we said earlier, people that love you, that want to help you if you truly need, Scorpio. Okay, and what is the outcome, Spirit, for Scorpio in this reading? What is in their highest and best? Okay, and we get the Strength card, Scorpio. So again, it feels like this is Leo energy, but it feels like you are moving towards a version of yourself where you are so much stronger and so much more capable than you truly realize. This situation, while it was hard and while it has tested your power, you've recognized how powerful you are again. You've realized that you have this strength, and your inner strength, your true strength doesn't come from controlling someone else or, you know, arguing. You know that you can say what you need to say, but you also have your own back. Your power comes from within, from knowing who you truly are, from knowing that, you know, we are all the same. We are all like, you know, infinite souls, all cut from the same like source energy. And in that way, no one is better than somebody else. And really recognizing that power and standing in that power as you make these decisions, and knowing that you have the power again to really have your own back and to rely on this inner sense of strength. It's likely something that you're going to look back on in the future and be like, wow, like I was so strong, I was so powerful. Yeah, I just got goosebumps. And maybe I wasn't recognizing it. And going through this really, even if it was painful, even if it was difficult, it helped you to remember that side of yourself and to really like fall in love with that side of yourself again, I heard. Okay, so let's get some higher self advice and then we'll wrap it up. So what would Scorpio's higher self like to say to them about this reading, Spirit, about the next 30 days? What do they most need to know? Okay, Scorpio, the way forward is open. Got a little treasure map to joy here. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I, Archangel Michael, will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. So don't give up on yourself. You have the strength to get through this, Scorpio, and to come out even stronger, even happier, and even more fulfilled than you ever have been before. And then we have trust in divine purpose. So the experience has divine meaning. Healing will come, and know that you are on a path of growth. That's so cool because they definitely like sum up this reading. Okay, Scorpio, well, thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video if you want that bonus reading, and also just to tell me that you liked it. I love reading your comments, so please leave a comment if you feel comfortable. I'm going to jump over to part 2, so all the Patreons, I'll see you over there. And otherwise, until next time, thank you so much for being here, and bye, guys.